Change is often a difficult, even painful process, but a group of faculty at the University of Michigan School of Business is working to push people to change their organizations and make them thrive. And you've heard the saying, charity begins at home. Well, change does too. John Lofi has the story.
Hey buddy, it's time to make deep change. No, the answer is no. You get better. Why? How did you know that?
Robert Quinn is not your normal teacher.
I mean, excellence, by definition, is deviance. And so you have to make deep change to be excellent.
In fact, after so many years as an early arriver in the field of leadership and organizational change, Bob Quinn will take abnormal as a compliment.
Positive organizational scholarship. Can you just explain a little bit about what that is?
We go out, look at excellence, come back and say, what did we learn out there that would enable the access of resources here in the middle so that we could create greatness more often?
What do I have to gain? For me, for my organization?
All right, so you say, what do I have to gain?
What do I have to gain?
And I say, who are you? What will I never compromise? What are my values? Once you know that, you can become completely authentic.
Bob likes questions, probing questions, the kind that inspire life-altering change.
A concept emerged. It was a concept I called the fundamental state of leadership.
The fundamental state of leadership entails 4 simple questions. Question 1.
When I ask the question, what result do I want to create, that puts me in a fundamentally different state. I'm going to create something that doesn't exist. That means I have to go to the edge of my abilities and my knowledge, and I have to learn in real time how to do that.
Question 2.
Am I internally directed? We live in the externally directed state, but if I say, am I internally directed? What are my values? What would I do if I had 2% more courage in this situation? I might do all kinds of things that I won't do when I'm living in fear in that hierarchical set of assumptions that everybody lives in all the time.
Question 3.
Am I other focused? Do I know what my boss really feels? His needs and interests? Do I, here's a 4-letter word, do I love him?
Bob teaches a course on the fundamental state of leadership at the university's Center for Positive Organizational Scholarship. Gretchen Spreitzer is a member of the core faculty of the Ross School of Business Center for Positive Organizational Scholarship.
Say I'm Dilbert, and I'm in an organization where no good deed goes unpunished. You must run into that kind of obstacle often.
We know a lot in organizational studies about what's not working in organizations, how there's problems, how we need to improve quality, how we need to improve performance, how we need to improve well-being. We know a lot about how to get rid of the problems. But with positive organizational scholarship, we're also trying to understand what the possibilities are. We're trying to inspire people to something better.
And finally, question 4.
Am I internally closed or externally open? And that's the heart when you get there. I can now learn in real time what I need to do to go where we need to go.
Lynn Wooten is the faculty co-director of the Center for Organizational Scholarship.
One of the things that we hear a lot from businesses is our job is to provide value for our shareholders. Are you saying that that is wrong or insufficient?
It's beyond shareholder value. It's really taking an inclusive perspective about why the organization exists. And so it is considering your customers, it's considering your employees, it's considering the community that you operate in and what you can give back to it. That's how one of the things I perceive about positive organizational scholarship. Now, every business is not going to buy this, but when you really look at companies that we all think are excellence, they really do follow this line.
It's 4 questions. Everybody in this room is smart enough to memorize those 4 questions. What result do I want to create? Am I internally directed? Am I other focused? Am I externally open? I will guarantee you, if you memorize those 4 questions and begin to practice them, something will happen to you.
So all this makes a great pep talk, right? But does it really work?
Where we can take what he has done in India, looking at different communities and screening.
Akinlolu Ojo is a nephrologist at the University of Michigan Medical Center.
The challenge with kidney failure is that it's a true silent killer.
So to the question, who are you? Dr. Ojo is clearly a healer.
It was during the course of Professor Quinn's class that I made a fundamental decision that I wanted to spend the rest of my professional career in global health.
Questions 2, 3, and 4 entailed a lot of hard interior work on Dr. Ojo's part.
You have to transform yourself. There's no script for that, but it's well worth it.
So what were the results? Well, Dr. Ojo was doing pretty great to begin with, helping patients facing kidney failure and studying the causes and effects of kidney disease. But there was only so much Ojo to go around.
I practiced nephrology and I did my research, one patient at a time, one research project at a time.
So he looked around him and put together a team.
I was surprised to find that raising the idea, people around you step up and say, yes, we should do that.
With a team of collaborators in place, Dr. Ojo's vision could touch more people.
This initiative in global health is an opportunity to reach hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions, to bring affordable health care to people.
So instead of helping one patient at a time on his own, Dr. Ojo's leadership drives an organization that's having a global impact.
I wake up every day excited about the challenges that it poses because it's just more impactful than what I have done before.
And it all happened because he took a class.
If I didn't take Professor Quinn's class, I don't know that I would have arrived at this point.
And one of the most powerful rewards on this planet is when you or I feel our internal capacity expand. What we're doing is learning how to see what we do when we're great. Thank you very much, and I hope that some of those notions prove useful to you. Thanks a lot.